It's just before 6 in the morning and we're getting started out of the Stafford Notch campsite. Had a lovely night. Dry. Everything was dry, not even any condensation. So really nice. A couple of animals ran by the tent at various times in the night. I think there were 2 or 3 of them, probably foxes or other small mammals. So we've got little Bigalow to go over yet this morning, and then we'll be dropping down. And then there's a couple of, there might be a 700-foot climb after that, but it's going to be a moderate climbing day, which I'm looking forward to. You see those twin mountains? Behind that, the shadowy one is Katahdin. That's where we're headed. Look at this trail. Oh my goodness. Feel like I'm flying. So there was a wonderful fellow named Steel Cut back there who had some trail magic going. Made me a breakfast burrito. Sausage, eggs, cheese, bell peppers. It was wonderful. And chatted with him for a while, had a cup of coffee. So took a little time out of the morning, but we'll call that lunch. Well, 500 feet down the road was another person doing trail magic. She and her sister were celebrating their AT hike anniversary. So I was able to get a cold soda from her. Her name was Navigator. Since we left the big pond, we did on a 600-foot climb, and then a descent, and then a 700-foot climb. And we've reached the top of that. So the rest of the day should be, actually the rest of the next 2 days ought to be downhill or flat to the Kennebec River. Looking forward to that. So it's about 10 till 3, and I stopped in at the West Carey Pond lean-to. Been walking along this great big pond for a while. Ran into a couple through hikers there who were, they made an attempt a couple years ago and further in yonder. They got all the way to Maine but didn't finish it, so they're still trying to finish it in sections. We were trading stories. They ended up having to do Mahoosuc Notch in the dark too, so we had very similar experiences. Well, I'm going to try to carry on and see how far we can get tonight. But I would like to make some progress and have no doubts about getting across the Kennebec tomorrow. This entire section of trail is just mud and rock hopping to try to stay out of it. But it is interesting that we're on the Portage Route for Benedict Arnold and 1,000 men on their way to attack Quebec. Can you imagine them slogging their own personal stuff plus disassembled boats and everything down this? My goodness. How incredibly civilized. Pretty. So we've reached the pond. That's the other end of the great carrying place along Portage. And I hear people whooping down there. They must be swimming in the cold water. We just passed the water source here and filled up, and if you read the fine print, the campgrounds are in like half a mile, so we got half a mile more to go. It's 10 till 7 and the Serenity Shuttle has landed at trail mile 2039.1 for a 19.7 mile day. I've got 6.6 miles left to the Kennebec River tomorrow morning. So thanks for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.